Hello, welcome back to the Lemonade Podcast. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Christina, and today we have a special guest, my sister. If you want to introduce yourself, you can.
My name's Lauren. I'm 32 years old. I work a full-time job as a bank teller. I love my job. I enjoy painting, reading, singing. I love to sing. I sing in the choir. And they asked me to come on here to tell a little bit about my testimony, and I'm thankful to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, very glad to have you. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about kind of your journey and what you went through?
Yeah. So, as I said, I'm a bank teller now, but before that, I was in the medical field and had been for 10, 15 years. And I knew the symptoms, I knew the signs, but of course, it's not going to happen to you type thing. So, about the end of 2019, I noticed what I thought was a mole or a freckle on the lower part of my stomach, and I just kind of brushed it off. I thought maybe I've just never seen it before or something. Well, then a few months went by and I saw it and it had changed a little bit. And in the medical field, I should have known with it changing that something was up with it. But anyway, we were on vacation as a family, and I was concerned about it. I probably shouldn't have done it at that moment, but
On vacation.
Yeah.
I called mom in there and had her look at it, and it had changed so much that even there was like a lump underneath it.
Oh.
So, of course, mom being mother, she flipped out and said that when we get back, you've got to go to the doctor. Well, I agreed. So at the time, I was working at a medical field that was they had all kinds of specialties within it. And they got me in with a dermatologist super, super fast. And at the dermatologist, he looked at it. He told me that he just kind of brushed it off. And I was like, okay, well, mom was very adamant about, no, you're going to biopsy this. Like,
Thank
there's
goodness.
something wrong.
Yeah.
So they biopsied it. My goodness. Oh my. I'm not an English teacher.
Thank the Lord for that.
Yeah, we are not either.
But and I'm actually, fun fact, allergic to lidocaine.
Oh, goodness.
So it was horrible.
And you found out then?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's terrible.
she couldn't have any numbness to do the biopsy, so she felt everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yes. So they sent it off, and he told me that I would hear something. Well, then I was at work, and I just happened to see my cell phone ringing from another cell phone number that I didn't recognize, and I answered it, and it was the dermatologist calling me off of his personal cell phone. And so
That
I was
scares
like,
you. Yeah.
Immediately I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, he tells me that it came back as malignant melanoma. Well, okay, maybe this is a little bit of ignorance to me, but I thought that skin cancer was like the less scarier of all the cancers.
Yeah.
I thought they'll just scrape it off and I'll be fine, you know. So I didn't really. I mean, it freaked me out because on the phone. He was saying
He was concerned.
he was concerned, yeah. But again, I didn't think that much about it. It would just be like a little scrape and move on. But I met with my best friend on lunch that day, and I told her, and she was like, okay, what does this mean? Help me understand. So then we all met at mom and dad's that evening, and I told them. Of course, mom was like,
It's never good. It's
Yeah.
never good when she's like, Could you meet me at Mom and Dad's?
Yeah.
I need
Family
everyone.
meeting. Yeah,
Why?
literally.
I need everybody there
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah.
Very important. It's like, oh no.
And you
Yeah.
know what? I got mad because she didn't tell us first. Well, not mad, but I was concerned and I
Yeah.
was worried, so
Yeah.
I was upset. And then the unknown,
Yeah.
like, you should have called me,
But I wanted to tell her in person.
Yeah.
I didn't want to call her
Over
like
the-
I just got
yeah.
called, and then I
At
had to go on
work.
the rest of my day being like, oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, I called the family meeting and told everybody, and then immediately it felt like they got me in to see an oncologist surgeon, and still at this point, like I'm not really. Why are we meeting with an oncologist? It's not really hitting me yet. And then when we got in there, Mom and Dad went with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I needed all the support I could
Yes.
have, and
Yeah. That's scary.
It is.
He was breaking it down, telling me that it was stage 4,
Ooh.
and it was advanced malignant melanoma, and it had traveled to my lymph nodes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Like,
So it was probably that point that I was like, okay,
this is
probably
this is bad. This is
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
scary.
I mean, he's talking about chemo, he's talking about radiation, and I'm just like, what?
Definitely needed them there because it's like
Yeah.
when you get used like that, it's almost an out of body experience.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You like
need
black
someone to
out.
feel that you back in
Yeah.
afterwards.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. I hate, and
You stop
thankfully,
listening at some point.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
yeah, thankfully I left that day with so much paperwork on because if I didn't have that, I would have been like, now what?
Yeah.
What happened?
What is
Yeah.
this?
Where were we?
Yeah.
But anyway, of course, Mom and Dad were super, and they were supportive and all kinds of things that parents should be through the whole process. But I don't know still to this day how much it affected them because they were so strong for me.
Yeah.
They didn't want you to see that they were worried or whatever.
Yeah. Or crying
Yeah.
and get you emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the unknown is scary. You
It
never
is.
know.
It is scary.
Just like with Riley's situation. I mean, you just never know.
Yeah. There's days I want to go cry,
Oh.
but I know I can't.
And the parents
her,
just want
so
to heal the child.
Yeah.
And
And take
as
it away.
Yeah.
as the child in this situation, let me tell you that, like, you don't have to be supportive all the time.
Yeah. That is. Yeah. That is. I mean, that's good to know
Yeah.
because so many times I feel like that. Like I'm like, well, I got to be strong. I can't let her see me upset. And it's crazy, and we're all human.
But as the child,
Yeah.
I just need you to know that.
It's okay.
I mean, it's a hard time in your life.
Yeah.
It's emotional, and we're pulling all that back out.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, we don't have any tissue.
I know.
I cannot believe you don't have lemonade
How
tissue.
dare you.
I mean, we've got everything
I know.
else, but
It's okay. I just, it's something that I don't think about.
Yeah.
But
And you probably haven't talked about it a lot
Mm-mm.
since, overcoming it and, getting through the hardest part.
yeah,
And then having to, years down the road to come back and open it. That's hard.
yeah.
I mean,
Today.
it happened at the end of 2019, and then about March or April
Yeah, probably.
of 2020 is when the surgery was over, and
Which is
Yeah.
starting in COVID.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
it was.
Did you have the surgery before COVID,
Mhm.
like so people could be with you?
Yes.
Because that
Oh,
was,
It
yeah.
was like
And I
right
had-
at the.
I had a
Oh.
whole army there waiting in the waiting room for me, so that made me feel good.
Yeah.
and to have that support system.
But yeah, that was super nice.
But they were able to remove it all.
So they did some kind of test to figure out how deep it was and which lymph nodes were affected. So after it was said and done, after the surgery was done, they took a pretty large portion of it out, and then I had some lymph nodes that were affected in my groin,
Oh my goodness.
and I had some in my stomach, and then some in my right armpit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How
I know.
random the difference.
Yeah, but that's just how fast cancer spreads.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I knew when I heard traveled to lymph nodes, I just thought, oh my goodness, you know.
Yeah, because you didn't know what was up ahead or.
And
Yeah.
and then you think too, like, okay, if it's in my lymph nodes, where else is
Yes,
it? Because
yes.
you always hear stories. People say, "Well, it got in my lymph nodes and it was everywhere."
Hmm.
So you were probably
Oh yeah.
terrified.
Yeah.
But since they were able to get it all, you didn't have to do any radiation or
Mm-mm.
chemo or anything.
Well, they talked about for a while that I would have to take no chemo, but I would have to take some kind of pill to help my body like regulate the lymphatic fluid again.
Oh, goodness.
Because after surgery, something happened and the lymphatic fluid was pulling up in my abdomen. So I would have to go and get that drained for a while. So,
Gosh, that was a lot to
yeah.
have to go through.
But all said and done, they told me that I was good and to come back every 3 months and then 6 months and then it's been years.
Start spreading it
Yeah.
out more.
Yeah. And I've had a few, you know, especially with my diagnosis. If I go back, like I have this place on my face that has popped up. And at first they were all like, you know, 3 doctors in there like, what's
So like,
going
everybody
on?
can look. We
Yeah.
gotta make sure.
But turns out it's just a beauty mark.
It's
You
a
know.
beauty mark. I mean, who doesn't want a beauty mark? You know.
Blake Lively has
Yeah.
the same
I
one.
mean,
I mean,
and she's beautiful.
me,
so,
Blake Lively.
say hello. We'll put a side by side and be like, I love that.
Yeah.
But
So, did you feel like you like God's presence?
the entire time. But again, you know, it's hard to explain to somebody that wasn't like Christina and I grew up in a very Christian home. We went to church every Sunday, if not every Sunday, you know, but the love of our parents was abundant, but God's presence and love was just always there. So, you know, how do you explain that to someone who didn't go through that as a child? But
You never questioned it. You
no,
never thought,
no.
well, God's going to let this happen to me, or
No,
you just
I can't
prayed
get
through
through
this
it.
situation.
Yeah, it was never, you know. Well, I probably said a few times, like, wonder why this is
Yeah.
happening. But I am a firm believer, and everything happens for a reason.
It's true.
No matter how hard it is, no matter how. I mean, there I have had too many things in my life happen, and I'm like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
That was
And,
Yeah.
part of the
and
plan.
looking back on it,
Okay.
you're like, okay, that's why that happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Which, you know, if you want to talk about it in retrospective, why did I have that? I don't know, but maybe it made me open up my eyes to be more cautious of things or understand that I'm not oblivious to.
Yeah, you're not invincible,
Yeah.
and or maybe for you to help somebody else.
Yeah, you
You
just
know?
sharing your story today or back then could have helped somebody.
Yeah, and when it happened, I didn't really care for people knowing about it. I kind of wanted it to be a just us thing,
Yeah.
but it kind of got out, and I'm not upset about it. The community and the family and the friends and the church and everybody. I mean, I cannot.
Everybody just pitched in to help
Yeah.
whatever they needed to do.
And when I say I had an army, I'm telling you, when I came out of the surgery, it was like half the waiting room. I was
There's
like,
probably
oh.
So nice to
30,
see.
30 people there, maybe.
yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, grandparents, mom and dad, me,
Friends, church, and
Yeah.
I mean that's really good, and to see that really helps to push you to say, you know, I'm gonna beat this no matter what it takes. I've got all these people behind me because without a support system, I really
Mm-mm.
couldn't imagine going through anything hard.
It definitely takes a village, and that goes for anything.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. And so you've had many checkups since, and
Mhm.
everything's been good.
Yep. A few odds and ends
Yeah.
and scares and scrapes and
Yeah. But it's all come back
but yeah,
non-cancer. So
That's good.
that's really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just, again, I never thought it would happen to me, but I did, and I don't know how to explain other than God was with me the whole time,
Yeah.
and I felt that
Yeah.
truly. No matter how down I got, or how upset I got, or how worried I got, it was just like there was this overwhelming peace.
Yeah.
So,
And I think I kind of felt that too, though.
Yeah.
Like I knew you were being taken care of.
Yeah.
Like there was never like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Like,
It was
oh
like-
no,
it
we're
was
not
like-
gonna be able to get through this.
Yeah, it was like we'll figure it out. We'll work it out. But
And just having that faith can get you through anything.
mhm.
Just having that faith. And what would you tell someone that might be going through a situation similar to yours, a health scare, just a hard time? What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, the power of prayer is amazing. And you don't have to have the right words to say. You don't have to have it. You just talk, just like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
because
Just,
God knows your heart. So
Yeah, he does.
just talk to God in the way that I was praying on the way here to give me, come on,
the
Lord.
right words
Give me
to
the
say.
strength to get through this and
Come on.
let this reach somebody that needs to hear it.
Yeah. I literally said, let me be an advocate for you. Let me be, me talking about me, I can do it all day, but
That's what Christina said.
Oh, there's no telling what she said. But, just the power of prayer and trusting God's plan, that no matter what, I know of a few select people in my life, just friends, that are going through such things right now. And it's like, I know it's easy for me to say and them to believe, but I've been on the opposite end too many times to not sit here and say,
you'll get through it.
Yeah.
Well, that's another reason why we wanted to start the podcast, is to show people that we're all human.
Mm-hmm.
We all go through situations, but God ultimately, is the one watching over us and knows what we just have to trust in His plan.
Yeah.
He's walking with us every step of the way. Even, you might think, oh my goodness, I'm doing this alone, or you might not have a big support system, but God's with you always.
Yeah.
And like Lauren said, just going and talking to him, you talk to him just like we're talking. It doesn't have to be like this big, elaborate, formal prayer,
I think that that's I think that is something that people think that they need to, like, dear Heavenly Father, have it a certain way.
Some structure.
No, He's listening to you. He's listening to us right now.
But
Yeah. You pray however you want to pray, as long as you are respectful of the Lord.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I can remember when we were younger, we were asking Mom and Dad, like, how should we, close your eyes? Do your hands?
Have to do your hands.
Do you bow? And then they're like, as long as you're praying, pray.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's not a specific way
that
you have to do it.
Right.
No, and even though, there are still things in my life day to day that I question, or I wonder, or, love life and stuff like that. But it is what it is. And I know no matter how much I want to wonder and worry and all this, I know that God's got me.
Mhm.
He already knows what I will do and who I will end up with, and why I haven't had kids, or I mean, I've got so many kids right now that I didn't birth, that
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that. Truly, it took me a long time to be okay with that, but I am.
But it could be God hasn't. He's put you in their life for a reason,
Oh yeah,
so you can be
100%.
there for them.
Yeah.
I truly feel that way, and I'm okay with that, and I trust God. I mean, I am not perfect. I'm not perfect. I sin almost every day,
We all
you
do.
know, but and I'm not claiming to be. I don't. But do I have a good relationship with the Lord? Yes, ma'am.
I
And I'm
love that.
thankful for that.
Yeah. And that's what gets you through every day.
Yeah.
I'm a crybaby.
Well, Christina didn't say that, but
I mean, you showed that yourself.
I'm just emotional.
Yeah,
okay? I'm
I'm
in
emotional
tune
too.
with my emotions.
I am.
I have
Christina could stump her toe and be like,
She's like, I will never cry.
I'm
No
not
tears will be shed.
right. I mean,
Literally.
honestly, like
It takes
if
a
I was
lot.
crying,
It's
like there's something wrong. But ever since I've been with Wyatt, I've been more emotional. I think
Bless his heart.
He's like, oh,
no,
here she
it's
is.
not because of him. I think
Yeah.
it's just because I don't have to have my guard up. That
No.
lovey dovey, it's
But you can come to him with
yeah.
those emotions, and you feel like he's gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
I like
He's
that.
probably like, stop.
He's like, is there a tear in her eye? Please no.
But she also grew up with me, who I'm like,
She
so
cried at the comedy barn.
I did.
That was because she was laughing. So
No,
hard.
it was because at the very end, I laughed the whole time. And then at the very end, they sang the song that goes,
It's the
and I gladly stand up next to, and I was going, I was so proud to be an American. Okay.
I'm emotional too, and anytime we watch something, my kids and Justin, everybody's like looking right at me. I was like, "Don't look at me." And they're like, "Are you crying? Are you crying?" They're always asking me. I'm like, "Yeah, you know that I'm emotional. Don't look over here."
Yeah. If I could just go and support a friend at a funeral, and if somebody's crying, I'm like,
I know. It's like, don't look at them.
You don't even know the person.
No.
I know. Because it's like you feed off those emotions.
Oh yeah.
I'm the same. It's
I
hard.
just, and I don't want to be this way all the time, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
It's who you are, and there's
is.
nothing wrong with it.
You got a big heart, big emotions, and that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So, well, we are so thankful that you came on with us today
Thank you for having me.
and for sharing your story.
Well,
And so glad that you're in a good place medically, and
yes.
hopefully that continues on forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, but
And
thank
even if
you.
it doesn't, then the God's got me. So
That's exactly right. And I
That's right.
love that attitude she has with it.
Mhm.
That's what you have to have,
Sure.
Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. I didn't ask prior, but if anybody's listening that doesn't have a home church,
Yeah.
I can't tell them.
So you wanna,
Come to the New England Baptist Church.
okay. New England Baptist.
You'll
we've
see
been
me
in between.
saying.
We've been in
Lauren.
between
Yeah.
a church home.
I mean, seriously, it's not a big church. We're very close. We have pretty short service.
Yeah.
But the doors are wide open, and we'd love to have anybody who wants to come.
And Lauren sings.
Oh, see, I'll always
Just
love
like-
to hear Lauren sing.
Well, you're in luck. No, I'm just playing.
So anyways,
I'm ready.
Just kidding. I prepared a musical number.
Perfect.
Just kidding. But, I don't want anybody out there. My biggest fear is that there's someone out there that is wanting to experience what it is to feel loved by God and have the community of the people of the church and everything, and
They just don't know where to start.
yeah,
Yeah.
or they feel like they can't because they're alone. That is not. You sit right beside me,
Yeah. I
and
like
we don't
that.
even have to talk. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
please join me. I'm not gonna pressure you. I'm not gonna throw it down your throat. I'm not. Just the first step is showing up.
And and you just saying like, I know people go to other churches sometimes, and they might not feel welcomed,
Mm-hmm.
but you can tell. If you see Lauren, she's gonna be waving you down to come sit with her.
Yeah, if you watch the
So that's
video
nice.
of our mom, you'll
Yeah.
know where we get it
Yeah,
from.
I love that. That's really good, because there are people that are nervous about going or
Yeah.
being accepted.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. If I was, just moved here or so, it would be hard to pick up a church and just go. And I'm not saying going to church makes you a Christian, but if you don't feel comfortable enough to come to church, pick up your Bible. Or if you don't have a Bible, call me. I'll get you one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reach out to any of us.
Yeah.
Definitely help with that.
So, or if you just want to talk, look me up.
That's what we say all the
Yes.
time. Please reach out.
Yeah, seriously. One thing about me, I can talk.
And we'll tag Lauren in it. You can send her a
Yeah.
message on social
She's
media.
gonna be our new secretary.
Also,
Yes.
I'm single.
Looking for a good Christian man. We'll put all the information below in the comments.
You can put it in the application.
Yes. We'll have a place to send the application in for that. And we'll look through it. for
Yeah,
you.
Of
we'll
course,
approve
yes.
Well, thank you. We love you.
Love
Yes,
y'all.
we love
Thank you
you.
for having
And
me.
thank you for sharing with us.
Of course.
Yeah.
I
I know
appreciate
that's
it.
not always easy to do for
It's
somebody
not.
to share.
No, it's not. And you did a great job.
Oh,
Phenomenal. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you back next week. Bye.